You're listening to Les Get Things Straight with Alerco02 and RCK Films. Fuck bitches and level up.
Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I'm turning to dust.
Oh, look, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Look, you're on your own.
Well, guess that's the podcast. Thanks.
Da-da-da-da-da. Fuck bitches, level up. As you can tell, first of all, hello everyone. How are you doing today? Welcome to Let's Get Things Straight. I am Rob.
I am Lurk.
And today we will be talking about a little small movie. You probably never heard of it before.
Just a tiny one.
It's a very, very small movie.
Very short movie.
I think it might be an indie film, actually.
Yeah.
So it's a newcomer, guy named Robert Downey Jr. Don't know who he is, but he seems pretty decent so far. I'd like to see him in new stuff. It's called Avengers Endgame. And
so if you haven't seen it, you should stop listening
yeah,
now.
Yeah. It's a little small film that made like billions of dollars. So it's a small film. Made a fuckload of money.
if you haven't seen it,
yeah, we're gonna be talking about.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, go see the movie first because we're gonna be talking about everything.
Everything. We're spoiling everything. Here's the motherfucking tea.
Don't you ever do that in front of me ever again, young lady.
Everyone loves me, Beach.
God. First of all, before we get started, I just want to say I did a spoiler review of Avengers beforehand, but this one we probably we'll talk a bit, not really more in depth, but I'm probably gonna say something that I didn't say in the last spoiler review I did. I did a podcast with my friend Josh, the Spiky Haired podcast, and I'll put a link to his channel below. I'm not sure when he'll upload his Endgame spoiler review. I'm sure he'll send me a link whenever he uploads it. But go check him out. He's a film critic, or at least he wishes he was. No, I'm kidding. Josh, what's
Ooh,
up? I know,
burn.
I know he watches us.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. Right before we were recording, he was like, all right, do you want me just to use a screenshot of Let's Get Things Straight for the picture? I was like, I can just send you the PNG image, and then the whole time when it was over, I just advertised Let's Get Things Straight.
We should have him on the podcast sometime.
I thought about it. Yeah, he could be a good guest. I know he would probably he would be so down with that. So Josh, I know you're watching this. You want to be
Josh?
Want to be here? Want to have a
Josh?
Have a very loud Englishman here? No, I'm kidding.
Wait, why is everyone named fucking Josh?
Oh my god, I know, right?
Oh my god.
People stop naming your kids
Josh. You need a new name.
Yeah. People stop naming your kids Josh. It's all confusing. Name it I don't know. What's a name that no one really knows?
Oh.
Oh.
Well, how are we supposed to know a name that no one really knows? If no one really knows the name.
You know what? You? Yeah? You onto something. All right, let's move on now. Because people are like, people are not watching this I thought this was an Avengers review. What the fuck is going on over here?
And they're all new to Let's Get Things Straight,
Yeah.
and this is how we do things.
So
I'm sure we'll get to Star Wars at some point.
You know what? I'm not even fucking with you. I was just about to say, so Star Wars, I mean Avengers. So like we said...
Can we talk about this one meme picture of someone that tried to say the chronological order of the Marvel movies before Endgame and how to watch them?
Yeah.
But Star Wars Episode 3 before Infinity Wars.
It's like all the Avengers movies, all of them, and then just Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith.
Actually, I was a little upset because it skipped a few movies.
What Marvel movie did it skip?
Ragnarok.
Oh, why? That's the best four! Come on.
It skipped Ragnarok and I think something else too.
If it skipped the Ant-Man movies, that's fine.
No, I think Ant-Man was in there.
If it skipped Ant-Man and the Wasp, that's fine.
I know it skipped Ragnarok for sure.
That's bullshit. I loved Ragnarok. I'm offended.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna rant about it on Twitter. Anyway, so like we said before, if you have not seen Endgame, please do not watch this. Do not fucking watch this. This is not a spoiler-free review. Matter of fact, like, we really shouldn't be saying this. Well, you know, what's an appropriate time before it's safe to spoil things in public? Like 6 months?
In public, huh?
Like, before you can just go ahead and...
I'd say a month.
Yeah, you're right, probably a month. But,
I'd say there's no way that someone in a month's time after a movie coming out hasn't gone to see it.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen it yet, and you're still, like, going through the internet freely, you're risking a lot.
You're a terrible person if you're on the internet before you've seen it. Like,
you're a terrible person if you're spoiling it, to begin with.
If you're spoiling it for yourself, that's sad, and
If you're spoiling it for yourself,
pray for you.
Or if you just go to random people that haven't seen the movie yet, without warning them, and say, you know, yeah, it was really weird when Ant-Man fucked Captain America. God, that was weird. And you're a piece of shit. And don't do that. So that's it. Final
warning.
Spoil everything here. We're going to start from beginning to end. So, or maybe before we do that, let's talk about how we felt about the movie first. And since I already kind of talked about it in my friend Josh's podcast, I'll just give a brief. Okay, I almost had a heart attack there because I thought I wasn't recording.
Oh my god.
that
all the time. That happens all the time.
I know. God, that's you think like if you've done as many podcasts, I act like we're podcast veterans.
I mean, at this rate.
Yeah, but this is still somewhat new to me.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I'll give a brief description. I fucking loved it. I loved every second of it. There's one scene that I had a big issue with, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. We'll have a nice debate about that. I felt like a lot of things I probably didn't like from other Marvel movies, I thought were improved here. I think the Russo brothers should absolutely direct more comic book movies. I know they probably want to take a break from that, and I think they absolutely should, because they directed some of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen. Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and now this is... Holy fuck! What a...
I could debate you on Infinity War.
Oh, we'll debate.
This was a very good movie.
We'll debate that. So I fucking love. I'm a DC guy. Everyone knows this, but you know what? This made me appreciate Marvel a fuck little more. I might pick up some Marvel comics after this because this is such an amazing accomplishment of a film. Good fucking job, Marvel, Disney, Feige, I forget his name, the guy who runs Marvel the cinematic universe, Robert Downey Jr., everybody, Chris Evans, everybody. An amazing job, amazing accomplishment. What a wonderful film. Lurk, what did you think of Endgame?
I mean, you pretty much said it all. This was like living in a world of people just remaking things and waiting for original stuff to come out and hoping that it's good. This was like the best movie of this decade. Like, this was amazing. Best Marvel movie I've ever seen.
Yep.
Oh my god, it flowed so well.
Yep.
The 3 hours, you could not tell it was 3 hours long. You were glued to that fucking screen the entire time following it.
Yep.
It pulled you in. I don't know how people got up to go to the bathroom when I was like fucking fine the whole time because I was so stuck in the world.
And absolutely, there is no scene that you should probably like. There's no scene where you're like, you know what? I can probably skip this. Let's go to the bathroom. There's none.
And when I was looking at that beforehand, and people are like, "At this part, you can go," and it's like, "What?" Like, yeah. I'd see that part come up, and I'd be like, "Really? You're telling someone to go to the bathroom right now?" Like,
yeah, no way.
No, there is no part you could miss. The acting, all the actors, 10 out of 10, fantastic. They are their characters.
They are. This has never been done before them. At all. Wait, who?
I just said they've embodied the characters.
Oh, yeah. This has never been done before and to this scale. Like, no comic book universe, or I think any cinematic universe, maybe besides Harry Potter, that has accomplished this. This is 22 movies, maybe even more than that. I can't remember how many movies are there, but there was never a reboot. There was never a reimagining.
Except for Spider-Man, that poor guy. But that's just because no one owned him.
No, yeah, that's true. That's just all Sony being a mess. But they stuck with this universe. They stuck with the same Iron Man. You know, there's like 7 Batmans. There's 7 Supermans. Maybe more or less, maybe. There's like 3 or 4 Spider-Man. But there is 1 Iron Man. There is 1 Captain America.
One Captain America.
There is 1 Thor.
There is 2 Hulks,
there is,
though.
3, but...
3?
Mark Ruffalo is the Hulk always.
He is the Hulk. Yeah.
And I know there was other Captain Americas before Chris Evans, but who gives a fuck? He is Captain America. There's one Doctor Strange. There's one Captain Marvel. There's one. Oh my God! One
Scarlet Witch.
One Loki.
One Loki.
So, Black Widow, everything, and we'll get to them. But this, as you were saying, like this is perfect, pretty much.
Yeah, I hope to God in the future, 40 years from now, they do not touch these movies. Just go in depth into the Marvel universe. Do other shit.
Uniforce?
Don't. Universe. I know. I'm losing my speech.
Universe. You know what the fuck I'm saying to you? I want to build a fucking cinematic
You know what the fucking universe.
I voice on your mother and then you come out.
I just want them to leave these movies and not touch them.
I'm tired of all these. Ooh, we're gonna reimagine Batman. We're gonna just stick to what you have already. Just stick to it. Don't. And if something doesn't work, make it work. Find a way to make what you made work, and that's what this movie did. Not this movie. That's what this cinematic universe did. And this is it. This is literally close to a perfect film. I honestly would be happy if the universe ended like this, but
I'd be fine if they didn't. I did hear on the radio today that all of their contracts are up. The first one to get re-signed was not Chris Evans.
Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
So there will be another Thor movie, or at least a movie with Thor in it.
Good. But we'll talk about that and how they handle the characters later on. And yeah, as we said, this is close to a perfect film. So, all right, with that out of the way, let's start with, well, how this began with the ending of Infinity War. Now, really quick, you didn't really...
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
I don't know what's happening. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. It's Stark. I don't want to go. Now, you didn't really, dug Infinity War too much, did you?
Because it felt rushed. It felt like they were trying to really piece together a ton of things in a very short amount of time. So when I heard that Endgame was going to be as long as it is, I was happy.
Yeah.
Because I thought Infinity Wars needed to be longer, and they didn't give certain aspects.
It should have been longer.
It was so rushed. That's my only, thing with it.
I think the only thing I really didn't like about Infinity War was just how some characters acted, which was not the fault of, bad writing. It was just dumb decisions they made, like Star-Lord. When he slapped Thanos after finding out Gamora died. I got why he did it. I understood why he did it, but, they were that close. They were that close to taking the fucking gauntlet off his hand. And he was like, you killed my girl! And, I get why, but, there's a time and a place. Wait till they take the glove off, then you could beat his ass. And I guess it definitely wasn't what I thought it was, which, in a way, it's a good thing, but they made it seem like they were all going to fight together, and they didn't. They were all in, different sequences, which I know annoyed a lot of people, but...
It bugged me, because that's what I was kind of expecting. It was like, okay, why are they not all fighting?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So...
But...
Also, I needed more Hulk in my life, and he wasn't there, but...
I was so sad that he wouldn't fucking come out, but we got to see that... What is that thing called?
Professor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, because I know the Hulk has lots of different... versions of him, but the Professor was the one we got. But so this movie starts with the ending of Infinity War, but from Hawkeye's point of view, who by the way, I never realized this, so my friend Josh pointed this out. Never once did they call him Hawkeye in these movies.
Nope.
It's almost like in The Dark Knight Rises, they never called her Catwoman. But yeah, she's so obviously Catwoman, and you don't notice. You're like, holy fucking shit! I never noticed that before. Holy fuck! But
they've never
said Hawkeye or anything. They just called him Clint. I don't really.
Oh.
Did they even say Black Widow, or was it just Natasha Romanoff?
I think it was just Natasha as well.
Did they ever call it Black? I don't know. Maybe they call it Black Widow in Iron Man 2 or something like that. But who the fuck really remembers Iron Man 2? So.
No, they didn't. She was Natasha in that as well.
Yeah, just Natasha and Nat.
I remember Iron Man 2 because I love Iron Man.
I do. Well, I love Robert Downey Jr. definitely. I'll definitely say
He is Iron Man.
He is.
He was meant to play Iron Man.
He is absolutely the embodiment of what that character is, and he made me appreciate Iron Man. I've never been the biggest. I don't think I was ever even a fan of Iron Man until the Marvel movies came out. I was like, wow, this character's actually kind of dope. He's funny. And he deals with a lot.
Iron Man.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, it starts off with Clint's point of view of when he lost his family, which I think we all expected that, but...
I didn't. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, oh my god, I forgot about Hawkeye. Like,
yeah.
God damn it.
Like, when his daughter disappeared, there was a lady behind me in my theater went, no, no! Then his family, no! Don't tell me the dog disappeared too! Which I'm like, oh yeah, they had a dog. But yeah, so that was... I think what I really liked about that scene was... Did you see it in 3D?
Yes.
Okay. Was it like IMAX too?
No.
Do you have IMAX in Canada? I don't remember.
Yes.
We do? Okay.
Oh my god, I'm not like in the Arctic parts of
No,
Canada.
I know, but you have things. you have things that we don't, but we also have things that you don't. Remember Instagram music stories?
Yes, but an IMAX theater. Yes, we do have that. Ours is downtown in Vancouver. I wasn't about to make a giant long trip down there to go see it at the IMAX, but I did see it in 3D.
Yeah, I made a long trip to see it at IMAX. I don't really like 3D. I didn't.
I hate it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Here's the thing. I didn't really know that my ticket was 3D.
No,
I didn't know because did I? I know when I saw Shazam, I knew it was 3D because it was the only the movie times were the only times I was really available to be there and get there in time.
Yeah.
And maybe I did that. Maybe it was the same thing for Avengers, but I just didn't remember. But if I could have found a seat that wasn't 3D, I would have taken it. Cause
I honestly would have rather seen it not in 3D because 3D glasses now these days I feel like don't really cover your entire eye, if that makes sense.
Not even that. They don't really do anything. You're just
they the 3D effects aren't even really there. It's just kind of like, oh look, you can see deeper.
Yeah, basically, I can see everything fine in just a big ass IMAX screen without 3D, and that was it. Also, my 3D glasses were fucking weird. They weren't the old 3D glasses. They were these weird. Do you remember when the solar eclipse happened and everyone had to wear those sunglasses on their heads to make sure the thing doesn't burn their eyes?
Yeah, but we didn't have to here because it didn't pass that close.
Over here, it looked exactly like the glasses we had to wear. And when the lights were on, you could just see your own reflection of your own eyes, and it looked like you were looking into a cyclops.
No, what the fuck?
And it was really weird. Whenever there was a light scene, you saw your own eyes, and you're just like, "Oh, get away, my eyes!" So
remember when 3D glasses used to be paper and one lens was red and the other was blue?
I do remember that. You remember Spy Kids 3D?
Yes. Oh my god, we're completely off topic.
I know. So anyway, Star Wars.
Forget Star Wars.
But yeah, so but what I liked about the Clint scene was it almost sounded like I said clit.
That, you know what I like about that clit scene?
Oh man, that clit scene was so good. When it was surrounded by dust.
I liked it because it was a reminder of how Infinity War ended, and remember these people that weren't in that movie? Yeah, well, they still experienced this too.
Yeah, it just showed that average people, dealt with the snap too.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just these heroes, which I think some people thought it was at first until the trailer for Endgame said Thanos wiped away 50% of the Earth's population. It was like, oh, holy shit.
Did people not get that? Because they did say in Infinity War that if he snaps
well,
his
in the
fingers...
after credits scene especially, because you saw with Nick Fury and people around him were turning to dust, and then he turned to dust right before he said motherfucker. So
yeah.
But what I liked about the Clint scene was when you heard in the background all the planes falling from the sky and all the explosions.
Yeah.
That was scary as fuck. That gives me some some paranoia.
It's too real.
Yeah. So that was dope. And then the movie started, and Captain America shaved his beautiful beard. Wow, how dare you? That was a gorgeous beard.
Thank goodness.
It was a gorgeous beard, Mr. America. But
No, it wasn't.
how dare you? How dare you make fun of that Dorito man's beard? But then we see Mr. Stark, and he's fucked up. Mr. Stark looks fucked up.
I started crying at the start of the movie because he started to record that message, right, saying that he was gonna die.
I was hoping I could perform one more miracle.
And I was like,
they're gonna kill him off already.
I was like, they're killing Iron Man at the start of the fucking movie. I was very close. I was so close to walking out, actually,
wow,
at that point.
Really?
Yeah, because I was not impressed.
I'll say this: there was a lot of scenes that, because I was talking to a mutual friend of me and Lurk's, right before the night before, she went to go see the movie, and we were worried about one specific scene, because there's a death that happens here. I guess I could say it since I think everyone's seen this movie. When Black Widow, when that happened, Tavi and I were worried how you were gonna react to that scene.
Really? Why?
Because we knew how much you love Black Widow.
Oh, I sobbed like a uncontrollable baby.
We thought you were gonna get mad as fuck though.
Oh no, I thought it was a beautiful death, and I saw it coming.
So it was just me who got mad as fuck.
You're the only one
yeah.
that I know is mad about this death, but we're not even there yet.
Yeah, I'm furious.
So Iron Man.
So Iron Man. So he's playing.
He's skinny as fuck.
Oh man, they did a great job making him look ill.
Oh my god, he looked nasty. Although his head was a little bit unproportionate to his body, but I guess that kind of happens.
What do you expect? What do you expect? What game
then
was
Captain
he playing?
Marvel appears and saves the day, Beach.
Yeah, well, before that, what game was he playing with Nebula?
Oh, that football game where you take a piece of paper and you fold it like a triangle, and the other person makes a goalpost.
Yeah.
And you flick the thing through the.
Oh, that was it. Oh,
it was really cute.
Yeah, I loved how Nebula was kind of proud of herself at that moment.
She was so proud of herself.
Nebula got cool in this movie. Like beforehand, I
don't really like her, but I really enjoyed her character.
She had she had a few good moments in this film, but we'll talk about her in a little bit. Yeah, and then you're right, Captain Marvel comes in, and
looking like a lesbian boss,
well, she has regular hair, not regular hair. She has
but
long hair, but then she gets a lesbian ball
when
cut.
she gets her lesbian bowl cut, it's sexy as fuck.
You know, she wants a lesbian scene with one character from Marvel. I forgot who. I think Valkyrie.
Black Widow. Oh.
I think she said she wanted a lesbian scene with Valkyrie. And I was
Just give me a lesbian scene. I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, she's... Yeah, she's hot. But, you didn't see Captain Marvel yet, did you?
I haven't seen it yet, no.
Okay, so I won't go too much on Captain Marvel.
Don't spoil anything.
No. The only thing I'll say is that, because I think you've heard this too, so it's not much as well. I never really cared for Brie Larson's acting. Especially in her own...
She's not the greatest actress.
No, she's not. And
she does...
I don't like her attitude.
She takes on those roles.
I don't like her attitude with a lot of things. I don't like how just bitchy she is. And I don't like to say that someone's too feminist and make that sound like a negative thing, because there's nothing wrong with that. But she's just annoying with it, if that makes sense. So I was really worried about how...
She's an SJW.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Which is sad.
It is.
But...
'cause I remember her being from Scott Pilgrim at first.
She just plays roles that can be very hard for people without, a very diverse personality. Like, her personality is definitely one-rooted.
Yeah.
Unicorn Store, honestly, her acting wasn't bad. It was what I expected.
I've
from
seen her
what
be good
the movie
in things.
But Unicorn Store was just a poorly written movie. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
That was just, what the fuck did I watch?
Yeah, Captain Marvel is nowhere near as bad as that movie. I mean, it has its moments, but there's a lot to enjoy. And you know what? As much as I pick on the movie, I actually think you would like it a lot.
I'm probably going to like it.
I think you would like it a lot.
You're the only person, really, that was like, no.
And that's funny, because a lot of people I know hated that movie, too. They hated it more than I did. And I hated that movie for a while until I saw Hellboy. Now I think that Captain Marvel is actually a lot of fun. So, but anyway, she is awesome in this movie. She actually is her character is actually likable. Yeah, she's still kind of I'm going to go, kind of snobby a little bit, but she deserves it because bitch is hella powerful.
I was just going to say, to me, it seemed like she's so powerful that she knows she has to go and help people.
Yeah.
and she's going to put smaller things aside
Yeah.
if she knows somewhere else someone needs her.
Yeah.
And I get what like some of the characters or whatever being like, where have you been for the past 5 years? Like, bitch, other people need help. Like,
And I like that line where she was like, there's a huge galaxy out there, and not a lot of them know who you are. You know, I have to be there and clean up the mess. And Thor, I think Thor was trying to flex on her.
I think so.
When he called us hammer.
I don't know. He was fat.
Well, we'll get to that. So Thor is obviously beating himself up because he felt responsible because he didn't go for the head. And Captain America. I said that he shaved. Pepper Potts made it. She didn't get turned to dust.
Oh, thank God.
So when Rocket,
When Tony got back.
when Tony got back, that was a nice reunion scene, and I got a little bit emotional when he looked at Steve Rogers and was like, I lost a kid, and I was like, oh,
I cried.
oh, Spider-Man, oh man, fuck. But then they argue, which I thought they would, and then that scene when he looks at when he meets Rocket for the first time, because I totally forgot he never met Rocket before. So when he was looking at Rocket and he says something, he goes, I actually thought that you were a Build-A-Bear. What if I am?
I thought you were a Build-A-Bear this whole time. What if I am?
That was so good. And I keep forgetting that's
good.
fucking Bradley Cooper.
It always blows my mind because I know it's Bradley, but it doesn't sound like Bradley to me.
When people think of Bradley, they're gonna think of like American Sniper, or Hanover, or Star is Born. I'm gonna think of Rocket Raccoon. To me, he is forever Rocket Raccoon. Because holy fuck. So anyway, so then they find out where Thanos is. I forgot how, but long story short, they find out where Thanos is because he used the glove again. And he's a farmer now. How cute. He's playing, what's that game called? Stardew Valley. He's playing homemade Stardew Valley. He's playing Fortnite. So, he's just living his life, being a prick. And, you know how people said that...
Extremely hurt because of the glove.
Oh, yeah, he's fucked up. Remember how people said that Infinity War was Thanos' movie?
This was.
No, it wasn't. This was absolutely the Avengers movie. This is like...
It was, but then this also was like... There was a part that showed the other side of his movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. But, and then the Avengers... And War Machine's there, too. War Machine came in and they fuck him up. I mean, they beat the shit. And I thought, like, the Mind Stone was taking control of this. I thought, like, this was something that they want to see, but Thanos is actually somewhere else with the Mind Stone. And then that's when they cut off his hand, which is something they should have done in the last movie. They look at the glove, and all the stones are gone. And Thanos said he fucking destroyed them all. And I was like, oh, shit. I didn't expect that. Oh, fuck. So, is everyone not... I actually thought no one was going to come back at that moment. I was actually scared. And then then Thor beheads Thanos, and Thanos is dead. Thanos is dead. He's dead. He's fucking dead. And that's that line, I aim for the head. And then that's when it's...
for the head.
And then that's when it said it. 5 years later. Now, what did you think? What was going through your head when it said 5 years later?
I was like, what? A time jump?
You didn't know there was a time jump?
I didn't know there was a time jump.
I didn't know either. I that was not what I was expecting. I thought it was all going to take place in like 6 months.
Yeah.
Fucking 5 years.
5 years.
With a planet where there's just 50% of Earth's population and maybe a few more kids. That was...
If a few more kids.
Yeah, true.
There'd probably be less than 50% of the population at that point, because mass chaos would have taken over and people would have probably killed each other.
Which, by the way, shouldn't have... the planet should have been... Somebody said the planet should have been a more populated version of I Am Legend. Like, it should have looked just all fucked up. Which it kind of did.
It was all fucked up.
I think some people wanted it to be more fucked up, but I was fine with the way it is. It just looked empty and sad.
5 years. It would have looked extremely fucked up within the first couple years.
Shouldn't have.
And it's been...
Plants should have been destroyed too, since technically that's an Earth life. Because they said that dogs were, and pets and animals were, turned to dust too.
Yeah, it was living beings, wasn't it?
Yeah, so shouldn't have trees and plants turned to dust too?
I don't think so.
No. Well, maybe.
No, I took it as just like animals, mammals,
Yeah.
and humans.
Maybe Thanos was like, I want to wipe away everyone. I want to cleanse this galaxy. Except for plants. I need more flowers in my life. I have an excellent garden on this other planet. You have to come
Well,
over
he
here and check
clearly has a green thumb since he wanted to just play Stardew.
it out. I need to play Stardew someday. That game looks fun. But
It's a game.
it's a game. But yeah, five years later, Captain America is doing like a support group. And fun fact, the guy.
Oh, that really fucked me up. I was like, what the
The fun fact, the guy that was talking about how he lost his husband in the dust, and then he had a date, and that date started crying, then he started crying. That's one of the directors of this movie.
Oh.
Yeah. He made a little cameo.
He's not a very good actor.
No.
But good for him.
Good for him. At least he has a hobby. Black Widow is there. I forgot what she was doing.
She's running everything.
Right,
She
yeah.
was running
Yeah.
and keeping track of like everyone who was part of the Avengers or has superpowers and whatever.
What the
and was
surviving
wanting to help.
Avengers are doing.
Yeah.
And they had that weird like Skype call kind of thing going on. And then
That was so cool.
That was
if that's
dope.
the future, I'm down.
It kind of reminded me of the here you go.
It is of Star Wars, how they project themselves when they're talking to
Let's put the attack on
each
the
other from
Wookiees.
spaceship to spaceship and shit.
I want to do a meme where it's that scene, and then you cut to one section where there's nobody there, and it's Kimandu. Or not Kimandu. What's his name? The long head Jedi from Return of the Sith. What about
Oh
the
my
thing
God,
with the
what is
Wookiees?
his Yeah.
You know who I mean, right? So.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Camino alien.
Yeah, him. I was like, what about the something, whatever the Wookiees, whatever line that was. I want to do that as an edit. But then that's when we see
my God.
Captain Marvel's new hairdo and new outfit.
And she's hot as fuck.
Yeah, that hair looks good. That hair looks really good. Then
Natasha cries.
yeah, Natasha cries and Captain tries to cheer her up. And then that's when Ant-Man comes along. Now I didn't see
Well, we see the Ant-Man like stuff of him coming back.
Yeah,
from
that's where I'm getting at.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't see Ant-Man and the Wasp. I didn't have any intention to see it.
I haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, but Ant-Man's movie was pretty good.
The
Not
first
gonna lie.
Ant-Man movie was really funny. The second Ant-Man movie I had no interest in seeing at all because I'm just not that big a fan of Ant-Man. But I saw the after credits scene, and I think that's all you really need to see.
Yeah.
Well, that and that girl that was with him in the first Ant-Man movie becomes the Wasp, and she's fucking badass.
Because she's replacing her mummy.
Yeah, and then her mommy comes back. Her mommy comes back. Her mommy's Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yay, Michelle Pfeiffer. So a rat, a very well timed rat, just steps in a wire, and then Ant-Man comes back, and that's when he's like, "What the fuck happened? Where am I? What the?"
He's in a storage unit locked up.
Yeah, and then that's when he meets up with his daughter, who's almost going to college now.
Oh my God, her age difference fucked me up because when I was sitting there I was like, is this really right? Is that how old she would be?
Well, apparently in Ant-Man and the Wasp she was 12 or something like that. So this was 5 years, then she should be
17.
I guess that's an appropriate age to go to college.
I guess that makes sense.
But she did not look
to go to
17.
yeah, she didn't look 17.
She looked our age.
It was clearly a person our age who
Yeah.
was playing a 17-year-old.
But I thought that scene was really nice. I actually kind of
It was so cute.
I kind of got choked up a
cried.
little bit because I met Paul Rudd, and he's a really nice guy. So it was cool seeing him do a semi-serious sweet role because he's normally just the want to look at
Funny guy.
Want to look at this dick kind of guy.
This
This dick. And then what happened after that? He goes to the Avengers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
goes to the Avengers thing
And he's explaining.
and eats the peanut butter sandwich that Natasha didn't eat.
Is that a peanut butter sandwich? I am starving. Yeah, he explains, the quantum realm, which I don't understand a word of it, but I dug it anyway.
It's a lot of science.
I didn't understand. The only thing I remember is that they said that Back to the Future is bullshit. That's all I remember from
That
it.
whole scene where they're just naming all of these movies that all lied.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And then they look for Iron Man because they're like, he's smart enough to.
who has a daughter.
The cutest fucking little thing I've ever seen. Like, this girl was
cutest
adorable.
5-year-old daughter who wants to be Iron Man.
I was like because in Infinity War he really wanted a kid. Remember in the beginning of Infinity War he was like, you remember when you had if you have a dream and you piss yourself in a dream and you wake up and you peed. I had a dream that you were pregnant. So what's going on here? And it just says he wants a kid. He got the kid, and this kid is adorable. And she has her own little Iron Man helmet on, and it's so fucking cute. And he named...
Well, it wasn't hers. It was her mommy's.
Oh, right. That explains... Yeah, right. Yeah, you're totally right. Wow. Anyway, so... well, not like I thought that she had her own Iron Man armor. The daughter had her own Iron Man armor, but...
She wants it, though, because she went in the garage and took it.
Yeah. And by the way, that cabin that thing was nice as fuck.
Oh my god. Could you, like, okay, 50% of the population's gone. You can live wherever the fuck you want.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Taxes are probably not a thing anymore. Like,
I mean, he's Tony Stark.
Hell yeah,
not like that was ever an issue to begin with, but...
Yeah.
For us? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I would just steal, like, a penthouse in downtown.
Oh my god.
Because I'm still a city boy at heart. Forever. And then that's when the Avengers go to him and they're like, hey, help us. No. Oh, okay. That was basically the conversation. Help us.
That was basically the conversation.
Help us. No. Please,
Mommy
no.
sent me to come save you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good job.
See, I was worried at first. I thought they were going to be like... I had a fucked up mind in my head when I first saw his daughter. I was like, what if Iron Man sacrifices his own daughter to go back 5 years and save everybody?
See, I didn't think that. I thought Tony was for sure going to do everything in his power to make sure that they can go back and his daughter will be okay.
Yeah, I somehow forgot about the time stone. Or, like, the mind stone. I forgot. The stones are confusing. I'm going to say that right now. The stones are confusing. But I totally forgot that he could do whatever he wanted with the Infinity Glove. So I was like, oh, well, thank God they're not doing that trope. It's not really a trope, but I didn't want to see that story. That's too dark for a Marvel movie. So they go to, since Tony denies them, they go to the second smartest man. And it's Bruce Banner, and
he dabs.
Oh God! Oh God!
He dabs like a dad, and I love it.
Scene was uncomfortable because, like,
hey, I'm Ant-Man. Do you want a photo with me?
Oh,
no, that's okay.
God.
Are you sure? No, they already said no. They don't want a photo.
No, come
with
on,
me,
go
clearly.
ahead, take
they
a
don't
picture.
Like me.
No.
They don't even know who I am.
Come on, let's go take a picture. Hey, kids, you want a picture with Ant-Man? I'll take a picture. No, totally.
No, I'm good.
Take the goddamn phone. All right, kids.
Oh, keep in mind that the Hulk is also like half Bruce, half Hulk.
Yeah, it is. So let's just, we can call him Bruce, even though he is the Hulk. But
Broke.
The Broke.
The Broke.
Okay.
The Broke man.
So the Broke, he dabs and he says, "Listen to your mommy," and that's not the only most cringy, 2018 joke. Even though the dabbing has been going on since 2016 and we're still doing it, and the only one who I think should be obligated to dab is a lurker here.
I don't want to anymore. Someone save me.
How dare you? The dab improved ever since you did it on stream. You will not change that. Oh, unless I have there's another dance that you can do. Like if you get a follower, you are now one of us. Gooble gobble, gooble gobble, floss, 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 floss.
I can't floss though.
I can't floss either.
I don't understand how the kids do this.
It's something about the hips. You gotta be very flexible with your hips. You can be super fast with your arms. And like I timed it horribly. So anyway, then that's when Iron Man. We have another scene with Iron Man. He's saying goodnight to his daughter, and then that's when one of the most...
He figured it out.
Well, before that, that's when one of the most quotable lines in the movie comes in, and like I see this line all the time. It's when his daughter looks at him and says, "I love you 3000."
I love you 3000.
Like the joke is, who is this 3000, and why does everybody love him so much? And he's like, "Pepper, gotta talk with Morgan. Morgan loves me 3000, so officially loves me more than you."
She only loves you about 600.
Yeah. That scene was so adorable. And I just love how they're having a normal talk and all of a sudden just, oh, by the way, I figured out time machine. the time travel. I figured it out.
I figured out time travel.
And I love how
That'll be
her
cool.
reaction was just, oh, all right. You're not gonna talk. Hey, knowing you, trying to talk you out of anything is a horrible idea. So you do you. Just bring back Peter. Because we need Spider-Man.
We need Spider-Man.
We need all of them. I need I need Juan. I want Juan back. Give me back my Doctor Strange and Juan. Anyway, so then
So Bruce tries to
recruit.
do some stuff.
He and Rocket go to New Asgard, and you see the town in England. Apparently, I forgot where, but Tavi said it was somewhere in England. It was close to him. And I thought it was like Iceland, but apparently not.
Wait, when they went to go get Thor?
Yeah, that's apparently somewhere in England.
No way.
Yeah,
I thought that was somewhere in Ireland.
I thought it was Iceland or Ireland, but I could be
gonna
wrong.
Google this.
I could be wrong, or maybe I misheard Tavi. I mishear a lot of people. I mishear myself. So. Let's see what it says.
Scottish board. Wait, what? Is Saint Abs in Scottish borders and Georgia?
Oh, okay. Then I just completely misheard what Tavi said. Then.
I was gonna say.
Yep, I just misheard what he said. All right, so I'll edit that part out. So anyway, so they go to New Asgard. They speak with Valkyrie, and she's like, "Oh my God."
We only see him once a month.
Yeah. She's like, Hulk, what the I like the other you better. And then they talk about how they only see Thor once a month. And you can see all the beer he drinks. And I'm like, well...
When he picks up supplies, pans over to like 50 kegs of beer.
It's that bad, huh? And I'm thinking, like, well, Thor's a Norse god. He can handle alcohol. That's not going to affect him.
I thought he was gonna look perfectly fine, just really hairy, probably scraggly.
I knew he was gonna get to have a beard and long hair back, and I missed the long hair.
Yeah,
I missed the long hair. So I'm like, that's dope.
I was not expecting a fucking fat ass Thor, naked answering the door, playing fucking Fortnite of all fucking games to play on that goddamn thing.
Listen
and
to
then
me,
he made a
noob
10-year-old cry.
Listen to me, noob man. You were making fun of my friend. If I ever see you in public, I will shove a lightning rod down your butt. Yes, cry, little one. Here you go, friend. Thanks, Thor. And I was like, holy fuck, he looks like the Big Lebowski. And even Tony calls him the Big Lebowski.
Yo.
I couldn't believe it, but I fucking loved it. I loved every
fantastic.
second of it. I love this.
I wish the belly was done a little bit better, though,
at
because
times
it was
looked
really weird.
Fake. It looked really
because
fake.
the top sides,
yeah,
when it was angling onto his ribs, his abs were prominently there.
Yeah.
They kind of somehow made the belly work. And I was like, ew,
yeah.
this is weird.
And what I love about it was like, there's another thing that pointed out like how obviously faked it looked, even though it was fucking funny as hell. You know, his arms are fat, his belly's fat, his chest is fat, his head is totally fine.
Yeah, oh yeah, his face was fine. He was just hairy.
I guess I thought they could get away with it with the long hair and the beard. Oh no, I noticed he's still.
I don't know. I think I could see someone getting big like that and not like it. It depends.
Maybe.
You don't always get super big in the face.
That's true. Remember that Hot Toys company I showed you, the one that makes like really, like I can't wait for the bless you by the way. I can't wait for the Thor version of this movie.
Oh my god.
A fat Thor. His armor even has the
wearing the Hawaiian shirt.
Oh god, please, that'll be great. So they talk him a little bit, and it's a funny scene up until Thanos is mentioned, then Thor gets all butthurt again, but he comes with them anyway.
Because you have beer.
Yeah, beer. Oh yeah, we have beer in the ship. And then that's when Tony meets up with Steve Rogers again, and he gives him back the Captain America shield. And that made my theater clap because I was like,
well, actually,
America!
they were testing out the time thing.
Oh,
with the
right.
van
Yeah.
Bruce. and they sent Ant-Man back in time to see if they could bring him back. But he came back as
A little kid.
a little kid,
Old-
probably about 12.
Old man.
And then an old man, and then a baby.
I don't know.
And then
who
finally
peed in
him.
myself. I don't know if it was young me, old me, or me. That was great. And then Hawkeye comes in, and Hawkeye is a fucking beast in this movie. Holy shit, he went. I was gonna say he went sicko mode.
Was Hawkeye there?
Well,
he wasn't there.
not yet. Well, like,
Because Natasha had to go get
no,
him.
that's what I'm saying. That's the scene that we're at now.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought Tony pulled up at this point.
Well, I
didn't
said,
he?
yeah,
'Cause-
Tony brought back
Okay.
Captain America's shield, and then the Ant-Man thing happened, and then,
No, the Ant-Man thing happened, and then Tony pulled up.
oh, was it before that? Okay.
Yeah, because Captain America went outside to get some air because he was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
you hear the
That's
car
right.
pull up, and Tony's like, "He came back as a baby, didn't he?"
Yep.
Like, you don't even want to know.
God, what a beautiful man. Well, God bless you, Robert Downey Jr. But yeah, we meet up.
But Hawkeye went fucking insane.
Hawkeye went sicko mode. Just full on. And even, like, a fucking Black Widow even had a look that was like, I'm not sure if I should be very scared or very horny right now.
Really impressed.
And
I loved that they did a Japanese little
yeah.
doodad.
I think that was the same street where the ending of Doctor Strange took place.
Ooh,
Looks
shit.
very familiar.
It kind of looked familiar, yeah.
So callback. And then forgot what happened after that. Well, I know there's a scene where Nebula and War Machine come back, and they blow away Ant-Man's taco,
Yes.
and Bulk was nice enough to give him another one. So good guy Hulk. He'll give you back a taco after a spaceship blew it away. And then they test out the time machine after Iron Man worked on it a bit more. And then they have Hawkeye be a test subject, and it works. Like, he goes back to right before his family got turned to dust, but he couldn't really stick around too much. So then they're trying to figure out where all the stones are, because the plan is they're gonna collect all the Infinity Stones, create an Infinity Gauntlet, and bring back everybody that was wiped away from the snap 5 years ago. And then that's when they realized the criticism that a lot of people were saying for years. All three stones were in the same time, same place, in the same
Yep.
time. The Time Stone, the Tesseract, and the red one. Forgot what the red one was called. I even forgot what the Tesseract stone is actually. But so the Time Stone and the blue and red one. Oh, and Loki's scepter that had something else in it. So that's when they all realized, oh shit, let's just go back in time. Did you think that they were gonna go back in time?
Uh-huh.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because
They were leading up to that. That's why they were testing the thing. Wasn't that the...
but well, I mean, like right before you saw the movie, like all the trailers.
Oh.
Did you think?
No.
So
You know I don't watch trailers.
True. That's true.
I don't like to spoil stuff for me.
I was so glad when they were going back in time because I realized that we were gonna get like an almost clever version of a clip show, and we were gonna see all the good Avengers movies and Thor 2.
I just loved it. Like, going back and being like, oh shit, like,
Remember this?
this just happened. Oh my god, throwback. Oh my god, this movie.
It's all,
They were so cool.
all the good movies and Thor 2. Or as one of my favorite YouTubers, Mr. Sunday Movie calls it, Thor the Second Thor. But yeah, they go to the first Avengers movies. That was dope. That was probably the funniest one, I would say, out of all the like going back moments.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first Avengers. That was the funniest one. The Nebula and War Machine one. That was funny up until Thanos was aware of them.
Mm-hmm.
And
That was so insane, though, that he could
was
look into
past Nebula.
past Nebula and see what was going on.
Time travel hurts. But Thanos knew what was
Wow.
going on, and it was like, oh boy, oh shit. My friend Josh, his criticism about past Thanos, he hated how Thanos was treated in this movie because since Infinity War was basically his movie and he had the great dialogue lines and all great scenes and everything, and he was barely in this, and when he went to 2014 Thanos, he said he basically just turned into just a basic like Shakespearean villain. Just basic baddie, we gotta beat him. Like, he didn't think there was anything too special about how he was handled in this movie, which I didn't.
What?
Yeah,
I disagree completely with that.
I kind of liked how
Thanos' character is just so complex.
I liked how he was almost proud of himself when he found out that he did it. Later on.
He was like absolutely proud. Like, okay, I accomplished.
He was like, look
what
at me go.
I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah,
and what I've been trying to do my whole life.
Look at me
and
go.
He's like, now that I've seen what happens. I died doing, and I completed my destiny. Now Destiny's giving me a second chance because there's clearly something else going. I have to change my route.
I could do this right now. These motherfuckers are trying to stop me from. I'm gonna kill these motherfuckers.
He was basically given a second chance at trying to complete his destiny.
And Gamora's there, but past Gamora.
Yeah.
So hi.
She's back.
Anyway, so that was the most intense one. The second Thor, that one, that was.
Oh, I cried.
That was the sweetest one, I would say. That was the sweetest.
He just wanted to see his mommy, and his mommy was like, "I know you're from the future.
I'm a
you
witch,
fucking
bitch."
Badass.
And he calls the hammer back. I'm still worthy. And Rock is like, "Oh, you must be mom. Hi, I'm a rabbit. Hi, rabbit. Oh god, that would have been great. That would have been so great if she was like, "Hi, rabbit."
my God.
It was like, "I'm not a fucking rabbit."
That would have been great.
Then, it's Black Widow and Hawkeye, and they're going to get the Soul Stone, and that's when they come across Red Skull. That still weirds me out from Infinity War. That still weirds me out. Like, I get it, but I was like, wow, that's where that motherfucker's been? I thought he was just dead.
He's scary.
Yeah, he's scurry.
Uh-huh.
He looks like Skeletor from He-Man.
Yes!
He did like a red Skeletor.
A red Skeletor.
Yeah, but Red Skull-lator.
What kind of bugged me is, like,
Okay.
why didn't they just
Ignore my
bring
pun.
some... Oh, sorry. I do that a lot.
Don't worry, it was a pun worth ignoring. I said it's a Red Skull-lator.
Oh my god.
Don't you wish you just ignored that again?
Yeah. Yeah. Nebula knew exactly what it took to get the
Whatever stone they were looking
the stone. Yeah. Why didn't she tell them, bring someone to sacrifice?
Yeah, that's a good point. Why didn't she like? Oh, by the way, if you're gonna get the Soul Stone, good luck. You know,
It's like she just didn't. Was she around for that conversation? Like, I
I
don't
don't
even know.
think so.
Like,
I don't even think they were aware. Maybe they didn't. I mean, well, she had to have known. Yeah, she had to have known. So, but
but they both seemed super surprised when they got there.
yeah.
They thought they were just gonna be able to get it.
By the way, holy convenience sending two people that care for each other the most. You know, like it's Hawkeye and Black Widow. Those two, you know. I don't know if they had a past fling, but who cared? They especially care for
They're
each
like
other.
brother and sister in my mind.
Basically, although they probably fucked once. I don't know. But if they did, good on Hawkeye. Good man. How'd you fuck
Good
that
job. High five.
up? Well, you're married though. Good for you. But or you were. But they go to Soulstone and Red Skull. Red Skull gives them. I did a U.
You did do a me.
Is she naked? I mean, is she gay? I mean
Gay.
dead. I mean naked.
Dead. I mean.
Anyway, so he gives his whole spiel, and I thought it was gonna be Hawkeye doing it. Which at first I was like, wow, this early, but he could stay to bring back that. All right, well, okay, that's a bit.
I was kind of hoping it'd be him, but then when I really thought about it, I was like.
Then Black Widow said, you know, you have a family.
You have a family.
You have someone to go back to when they fix all this. I don't have anybody, and I'm just like, oh no, don't.
And he was so close to jumping off, and then she had to jump on him.
That scene was so well directed. They just two people fighting, so one of them could just kill himself. And I was like,
it was beautiful.
What the fuck? And that is literally, and I'm not fucking with you, audience. I'm Toby Tobuscus all of a sudden. No, I'm not. I swear I'm not. That's a horrible thing to say to someone. You're like Toby Tobuscus. But
oh Lord,
that is literally the only thing that pissed me off about this movie. I'm a little bit over it now, because shit happens. I just really wanted her to be in the final battle, because
it would have been so great in that one shot that we'll talk about.
Yeah, because I felt like she didn't do enough in this movie. I wanted more of her. I wanted her to have an actual fight scene. And that scene where she fights Hawkeye, that is the only fight scene she's in this whole movie. I wanted so much from her, and then just boom, she gone. And I was thinking, well, they could probably bring her back, but then I remembered, oh no, they can't,
No,
because technically she didn't die from the oh fuck. Well, she's gone for real. Holy fuck. Well, hopefully no one else dies in this movie.
Ha!
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this. What the fuck was that? Something like you threw something across the room.
Just putting my plate down.
Oh.
Because I'm a fat ass and ate a giant bag of
all right, Thor.
potatoes.
All right, you ate a whole can of Cheese Whiz.
There's cheese whiz in my veins.
But so everyone get.
Thanks, sorry.
So everyone get. So everyone gets what they need. Okay, so everyone gets what they need. And well, first of all, let's talk about what they did in the Avengers throwback. Like Hulk goes to the Ancient One, which I totally didn't expect her to be in this movie, but yay, she's in this. And
oh yeah, that was really cool and really
their conversation was dope, but it was basically this. I need the stone. No, please, no,
No.
please, no, please, no. Doctor Strange gives the stone to Thanos. Oh, here you go.
Well, she went, oh, I must have made a mistake,
Uh-huh.
and then gives him the...
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, so probably in that universe timeline, you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
Right?
Beach.
So, and then they go get the Tesseract. That didn't go well. Because Loki gets it right back. And Hulk is sad because there's too many stairs. Not the Hulk talking to Ancient One, past Hulk.
Past Hulk.
2012 Hulk is angry because there's too many stairs.
It's a scene we missed in the first Avengers movie.
Yeah. What happened after they arrested him? And I love that scene where it's like, because everyone I think agreed that Captain America's outfit in the first Avengers movie wasn't great.
It was okay.
I liked it when he
Mask,
didn't have
though.
his mask off. That that helmet is so ridiculous.
It looks
Goofy.
bad.
It looks like the Flash's mask in season 5. Like just so goofy and just.
That's why I don't like the Flash. It's because of his mask.
The whole show is awful. It's so awful.
But yeah, so they get that one stone because Hulk did his job.
Hulk did his job. Then
But Cap and Tony decide they're gonna go back in time because they remember another time.
Well, hold on. Before that, they get Loki's staff because they need something for that. So they grab Loki's staff, but beforehand they make a joke about America's ass because that is America's ass.
Yes.
Then Ant-Man gives Tony a heart attack to grab. So like they could grab. What were they grabbing? They were grabbing something that was important that they needed.
They were grabbing the stone.
Oh yeah,
that was in the suitcase.
Right. I thought that was the Tesseract. Anyway, they needed a Tesseract. Oh, maybe they didn't need the Tesseract.
That's one of the. This one of the.
I need to
They
see
needed
this
it.
again. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah. But Loki gets away, and then they're like, "Where's Loki? Where's Loki?" And Captain America grabs the staff, and he's walking away trying to get there. And just who else does he run into? Who else? Nothing looks good for him right now, but his own past self. And he's fighting his own self. He's calling him Loki. He's like, "I'm not fucking Loki." Oh, drops the staff. "I'm not Loki. I swear to God, I'm not Loki. I could do this all day." "Yeah, I know. And then they basically... Somebody said that this scene with how the Captain America versus Captain America fight ended was a kind of a callback / diss on Batman versus Superman. Because like the whole Martha scene, like that's what stopped it. You just say someone's name, and Kevin's like, "Bucky, he's alive."
Oh.
Wait, what? And then he fights him. That is America's ass. So it's just that's a better Martha. That's a better Martha moment.
I don't think it. See, I don't see it as that because
I didn't see that as I think
it was a way that Cap had to prove to Cap that he is
really
Cap.
you, Cap. Cap,
Yeah.
Cap. I'm you, Cap. You're not me, Cap. You're not me, Cap. Cap. I am Cap. I am the real Cap. No, I'm the real Cap. I'm who?
Bucky's alive. What?
Oh yeah, Bucky's alive. What?
Oh, we totally missed a part too before
What?
the stairs and the Tony heart attack.
What?
Hail Hydra.
Oh fuck! That was dope.
Oh my god.
That was so dope.
Could not stop laughing.
That was amazing. That my whole theater just erupted in cheer. It was like, oh fuck! Holy shit! But
you guys didn't know those were bad guys? They look like it. Well, sorry, we figured it out eventually.
Eventually, we knew.
But then eventually, oh Jesus.
But then,
So then Tony figures out another date where the stone or Tesseract, whatever it was, and it's going back in time to see his daddy.
Oh yeah. I was worried about where this scene was going, but it went beautifully.
It was so beautiful.
Because it was his own way of saying goodbye to his father, because he never had that chance to say goodbye to his father before.
I took it as that, and as the fatherly advice kind of that he needed, or like knew that his dad needed.
And he also wanted to hear that his father was proud
as well
of him.
as that was part of, I feel like the what was gonna come. I kind of when I look back on it, I'm like, oh no, like that was the start of the
that
end.
was his closure, basically. Yep. And you know, we had that one moment where Captain America looked at
sees the love of his life again.
That fine woman. I mean, strong soldier. I'm sorry, Peggy's hot. I'm gonna say that right now. She's a very attractive woman. But
she is.
I understand why Captain America did what he did, but we'll talk about that later. So, that was a nice moment, and then everything went by smoothly in the 70s. But right before War Machine and Nebula could go back, only War Machine goes back, and Thanos kidnaps future Nebula and switches her with past Nebula, who's a crazy bitch, and then evil Nebula goes with the future Avengers. And now the whole scene, you're just on the edge of your seat going, oh, fuck. What's going to happen? Oh, fuck. What?
But obviously, they make the snap.
They do. They give it to... Thor wanted it first.
Thor wanted it really bad to make up for cutting the head off and
do you know what's running through my veins right now? Cheese whiz? Lightning! But then Hulk makes a good point saying, it has to be me. Look what it did to Thanos.
Because of the gamma radiation.
I'm basically gamma. So, I can handle. I got this, boo. Oh, it hurts! Oh, God! Oh, my God, this is undeniably stabbing pain. I'm fine. I'm fine.
That scene of him being in pain because of the glove went on for so long that I was like, is he even going to be able to snap his fingers?
Well, what made me worried was, like, you see him. Well, first Ant-Man says, just remember, just bring back everybody that was wiped away with the snap 5 years ago. But don't change anything that happened in the past 5 years. So that explains why his daughter's still there. I was like, oh, that's dope. Okay, cool. So Morgan's still here. But, so it was when Hulk was in pain, evil Nebula planning shit. Hulk is in pain, Nebula doing evil shit. And I'm like, holy fuck, what? I'm scared. And then
Yeah.
just
So literally the snap happens, everything comes back, they're realizing it worked, and then Nebula opened up this fucking time vortex gap hole and shit comes back and they get blown the fuck up.
Yeah, you had like a minute of like quietness. Because everyone's like, Hulk's arm is fucked up. His arm is like normal human size. Well, everything else is all big and strong, but like it's all burnt and crispy as shit and all fucked up. But he survived. Good for him. At least he has a hobby. Hawkeye gets a call, and it's his wife, and that made everyone more like, it worked.
Well, and Ant-Man was looking outside, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ant-Man was looking outside,
and the birds.
Ant-Man was looking outside, seeing the birds. I think at one point doesn't he go, "Hey guys," and then it explodes. Was there a moment where someone goes, "Hey guys, what's that?" and then something explodes? Or no, did it just happen like and they weren't expecting it?
I don't remember someone being like, "Hey,
I thought it
what's
was
that?"
like
I just remember
Ant-Man.
him being like, "Hey guys, it worked," and then boom, 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 boom,
boom. Shit, just bye, Avengers like headquarters. Holy fuck! I thought one of them was gonna be dead for sure. I thought one of them was gonna be
great.
dead.
This is how they all die.
Yeah. I thought like Ant-Man was gonna be dead. I thought Hawkeye. Oh, that would be fucked up if Hawkeye died.
Oh my god.
He just heard his wife came alive after 5 years, and oh man. But they're alive somehow. Thanos and his army comes in. Past Nebula talks to past Gamora, and she's like, "Hey, we're sisters. Eventually, we turn into sisters and best friends." Really? Yeah. Okay, I'll help you. So I was like, oh, that was quick.
That was easy.
That
She was already at that point of leaving anyway.
She was on that doubting point. So
yeah.
She didn't really, because Nebula had really wanted to prove her, like she was loyal to her father, but Gamora was kind of like, I hate this prick.
Fuck you, Daddy.
Fuck you, Daddy. I don't want to butter you up.
Go butter up my sister.
Oh God, that was worse than what I said. And then leads to what I think is one of the greatest ending battle scenes in any, not just superhero movie, but movies in general.
I started sobbing because of how happy I was.
This was amazing. So,
you literally, they're standing there and they're getting ready to fight Thanos and his baddies because he's got a huge army.
Well, it's like all the three trilogy, the big Marvel trilogy, the Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America. And Thor's still fat, and I loved it. But he had his both hammers back, Stormbreaker and Mjolnir, and yeah, I can say it, bitch, no flex.
Oh Lord.
Can you say his hammer?
No.
It's Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Okay,
What?
you said it, but you said it so Canadian.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
What if Thor was give me that Mjolnir? So
Okay, anyways,
he gets his
then
hammer,
all of a sudden
and they
they're
fight.
standing there and they're like ready. Well, and then the circles open. It's the time things.
Well,
that
not yet.
fucking,
Not yet.
I'm skipping shit because we
No,
don't
we
even tell
can't. We
the whole
can't skip
fucking
this.
thing.
I know we're not telling the whole thing, but we gotta tell this thing because this is a big holy shit moment. All right, big holy shit moment. So you listen to me.
Oh my God, say it.
So they're getting the shit kicked in, and Thanos is stepping on Thanos. Thanos is stepping on Thanos. Thanos is stepping on Thor, and all of a sudden, Mjolnir lifts up, and you're like, oh, it's Thor. But then it passes Thor, passes Thanos. You're like, what? Oh my God. It's Captain America! He's worthy of the hammer! I knew it! He can lift up the hammer!
Was that during that? I remember that
was
being
during
after
that.
everyone else.
No, that was before.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch the movie and I'm gonna see if
that's
you're
why I
right
had.
or
That's
wrong,
why I
because
interrupted.
I don't remember that being before.
That was definitely before. So
I remember that being during the fight.
That was it happened during the fight, but that was before it happened. So now we can talk about it. Now we can talk
Everyone
about
coming
it.
back.
Yeah. Everyone came back.
Everyone came back before that
No,
happened.
it didn't. No, it didn't.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
No, it didn't. Because here's what happened. So he grabs Mjolnir, and he fights, loses still. And then that's when all of Thanos' army comes in. And, like, his shield's ripped in half. and it's looking grim, but all of a sudden you just hear, "Hey, Cap, it's Sam, on your left," and then that's when the portals open. So the Mjolnir thing already happened.
See, I don't remember that
Well,
being
'cause
before everyone came back.
He does grab Mjolnir again while the circle thing's happening, but the circle happens. You look to your left, and it's Black Panther, his mother, and his sister. They're there, and all of his army is behind him, and they're doing the chant. I forgot what the Wakanda chant was, but I was so hyped at that moment. Wasn't your theater hyped too when they came back, or was it just one guy?
That one guy.
Was it just, talk about that one guy.
Everyone else
really
was just watching the fucking movie. This one guy is silent the entire fucking movie until Black Panther fucking shows up. And then he just starts screaming. And he's just a white guy. Like, just this white guy that just got so excited.
He's
and I'm like,
yeah!
Yeah, and then someone, like, down a little bit to my side goes, can you be quiet?
See, my theater, he would have been full welcome because everyone was so loud. Everyone was
But
whooping.
like I said to you before, is I understand the yelling and screaming in a theater opening weekend.
Opening weekend, yeah. And I saw it opening
Yeah.
day. Lurk here saw it.
Exactly.
I think.
I saw it Monday after the opening
right,
weekend.
yeah. So
So
he
you
should have
don't need to yell.
been just a little quiet. He could clap.
Especially when the movie time was 10:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah,
There's
you saw
no
it early.
need to scream. I went to an early showing and said I could, like, I don't know, half a day.
Yeah. So, but I saw it opening day, and the theater was whooping. It was like, whoa, yeah! I was so hyped at that moment. I actually crossed my arms and said, "Wakanda forever!" No one said anything back. I was hoping I would have more, but nope. I was the only one. I was just a nerdy white kid trying to relate to black people. So, then, Doctor Strange came back. The Wand came back. That made me happy because I fucking love Wand. Guardians of the Galaxy came back. And flippin' Spider-Man, he's alive and well.
Is Spider-Man came back.
I gotta talk about Spider-Man really quick because holy shit, his death in Infinity War was... Loved Infinity War or not, that death scene was brilliant.
That was a beautiful scene, but it's so fucking funny that went, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Like,
The line is very cheesy, but he delivered it beautifully. Like, he is my favorite. Tom Holland is my favorite actor to play Spider-Man of all time.
yeah.
He's my favorite. That's absolutely just... I'm not a big fan of...
Is Spider-Man.
Mrs. Stark, I don't feel so good. Anyway, so... I'm not a big fan of Homecoming, although I am looking forward to Far From Home. But...
I really liked Homecoming.
There's parts of Homecoming I really liked, but I just... Still my favorite Spider-Man film is Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. It's Tobey Maguire and him and Tom Holland. Those are my two favorite actors that played Spider-Man. Because they're just nerds. And I love it. They're not like Andrew Garfield where he's just some hot guy. He's an actual nerd. He's a geek, and I love it.
That's what Spider-Man's supposed to be, is a nerd, not Andrew Garfield.
Well, I know. That's why no one liked that version of Spider-Man, because he was not a nerd. He was a nerd, but he was just like... He was a fuck boy.
He was a fuck boy.
That's the...
Well,
Andrew Garfield was the Peter Parker that will message you and going at 3 a.m. going, "What are you doing?"
although I did cry in Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Emma
Gwen
Stone
died. That was a good moment.
Yeah.
But everything else sucked. But when Spider-Man came back, the theater was in tears. My theater was in fucking tears. Everybody was here. Everybody.
I had already been crying since, like, Black Widow died.
Yeah.
Onward.
So
like,
now you're just
sad things kept happening, and then this huge happy
tears
thing
of joy.
happened.
Everyone's
Tears
back.
of joy.
It's
And then when Iron Man and Spider-Man hugged,
oh, that was cute.
I lost my shit again. Like, I was starting to stop crying, but I lost my shit again.
And then finally Captain America says Avengers Assemble. Finally. He says
And then I got chills.
because, like, Avengers! He calls Mjolnir. Vroom, vroom. Assemble. It was like, ASMR! Avengers ASMR! And they're fighting, and it's beautiful. And they grab the gauntlet, and Spider-Man's flipping around trying to get to it. And he gets knocked down. And Captain Marvel comes in, blows the
best
fuck
shot
out of
ever.
everybody, sees Peter Parker. Oh, hi, I'm Peter Parker. And then every badass chick.
Every fucking female in the Marvel universe.
Except Black Widow.
Except for Black Widow because she died.
She would have been perfect
in this
for though.
Beautiful fucking shot of just like girl power. We've got this, boys. Fuck you.
That was a beautiful moment. That was just.
I started crying.
Peter Parker was like, "I'm in love."
Hot damn.
Hot damn. One of my balls dropped just now. But I love that scene where Scarlet Witch goes to Thanos and she's like, "You ruined my life. I don't know who you are. Oh, you'll know," and just beats him down. Then
it was so great.
Captain Marvel comes in, just slaps him around. That headbutt though did nothing for her.
Oh yeah.
Until he just uppercutted her half to hell.
I laughed so hard because she didn't move or flinch at all.
And then that's when it's looking a little grim. Looking a little grim. I mean, they're still kicking ass. Valkyrie's on a Pegasus. Where did the Pegasus come from? Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares?
Yeah, that always really confused me. I was like,
where did the Pegasus come from?
Where did the Pegasus come
from? Oh, well, who cares? It's dope. And then that's when Doctor Strange reminds Iron Man. Remember.
Well, Iron Man says, "Doc,
all those billions of ways that you saw. Is this the one outcome we win? If this is it.
If I tell you that, then it won't happen."
It won't happen. And then just that one look. I love that look. Where he just looks at Iron Man, just points his finger. He goes, remember, just keep this in mind. We win.
He didn't do that yet.
Well, no,
he just said, if I tell you that, you've only got one chance, and then went back to fighting and shit.
Well, no, I know that happened before the shot with all the girls and everything like that. And then they were fighting, and then right before, Iron Man does his thing, he looks at Doctor Strange and he points his finger.
Well, because at this point, Thanos has got the glove on, and Captain Marvel couldn't get it off.
Yeah.
So Iron Man looks over at Doctor Strange, and he just goes, "1." And that's when Tony steps up. Oh, man.
A little bit of a tussle, gets knocked down, and he says a very, "I am inevitable." Steep. What? Huh? Oh, no stones. Iron Man's got the stones!
He's got the stones in his
Now I have a question. If just putting a glove on, like fucked up Hulk, wouldn't Iron Man be in also the same amount of pain? Wouldn't he be screaming right now? Or is he just handling it better than Hulk did?
I think I don't know. Because was it just the glove in general?
Once you have the glove on with all the stones, it hurts. And then when you snap, that's when it hurts really bad. To the point where, it does what happens. But Iron Man just put on the glove and he seemed alright, and I'm just like, wow, Hulk's a little bitch if that's how he, that's how he's reacted to it. And
I wonder if it's because he had an entire suit on that it went through the suit instead of touching him.
Maybe. That might be it.
I don't know. Whatever it was, it made sense.
He just goes, "You're inevitable?" Well, Thanos says, "I'm inevitable," snaps, and he just goes, "I am Iron Man." Fuck! Snaps. And then all of Thanos' army just turns to dust. And it's so sweet. It's just poetic justice. Thanos turns to dust, and it's perfect. Just, everything's fine.
He just sits down, and he's like, fuck.
Yeah, he sits down, he goes, well, shit. And you're thinking, like, wow, they did it. Everything, oh no.
And then Spider-Man goes, Mr. Stark, I'm so sorry.
Mr. Stark, we won. We won, Miss. Oh, you have that nice exchange between Rhodey and Tony Stark. War Machine. Like, they just look, they have the one last, like, man, they didn't have to say anything. They didn't have to say anything. He just had, like, you were a good friend, man. And then Spider-Man comes in. We won, Mr. Stark, we won. And, Tom Holland's killing it. And then Miss Pepper comes in, and she just, hey, we're gonna, my theater was bawling.
Oh, I was uncontrollably sobbing. I've never sobbed that hard.
And just like in a movie or just in general?
In both. Like,
Okay.
I've, like, both my cheeks. Like, normally if I cry, I get, like, a line from my eye down my face.
Right.
Or, like, I'm laying on my side usually when I cry, and it goes down that way. But I'm not, like, flooding my face.
You do
It
like
felt like I just took a shower, and my face was sopping wet. Because all over, I could feel my nose running. I was like, thank God I'm alone, because I look terrible, but all these people are going to judge me when I leave, and I don't give a fuck. I got the weirdest looks when I walked out of my theater.
because everyone's like, man, that bitch.
That bitch is
She cried.
fucked
She
up.
cried like she just got dumped on. Someone buy her ice cream. My whole theater was basically you. Everyone was sobbing so loud. All the time I kept hearing. Then at one point someone blew their nose in the raw moment.
Literally, I was like, I heard a couple sniffles here and there in my theater, but I was holding back from going. Like, I had my mouth covered. And it was just,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Someone blew their nose. It was a little bit quiet, but it was like right before Tony died. It was right before that where it was like, I think when it's like Friday, and she's like heart rating very critical or something like that. I heard someone go.
Oh yeah, vital signs critical.
Right, I heard someone go. So I tried to hold back tears and laughter because like, what if he did that right as Iron Man died?
Oh no.
His last little iron fart.
Iron fart.
But yep, Iron Man dies. Just 10 years or 11 years technically. The man started
He was
it.
the one that started this off.
It's
He was the first Marvel movie, was he not?
yeah. There will never be another Iron Man. There should never, ever be another Iron Man. He is Iron Man.
I will be so pissed off if anyone in the future tries to recreate.
It's like, you know how a lot of people say, like, Hugh Jackman should be the only Wolverine? Which I know that's not the case. We'll get another Wolverine soon. But it's like how a lot of people say... Yeah. I agree, too. But, like, I know a lot of people really connected with his version of Iron Man. Wolverine, excuse me. But it's like how people say Christopher Reeve is everybody's Superman. Hugh Jackman is everybody's Wolverine. Adam West is a lot of people's Batman, or Michael Keaton's a lot of people's Batman.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is forever our Iron Man. Forever.
Yeah.
That is a hard character to top. You can't. You can't. You cannot create a different character, just in that same universe that wants to live up to his legacy, you know. So
yeah,
you can't. Someone had a theory. Actually, no, not someone. Me. I have a theory. Since Stan Lee passed, I know we forgot Stan Lee's cameo. Stan Lee has a small cameo. It wasn't as big as I thought.
It wasn't special.
Right. Excuse me. So I don't even think my theater noticed it was him. Because I know
Which is dumb if they didn't, because it
was
looks
so
and
obviously
sounds
him.
just like him.
Make love, not war. What if, like, Robert Downey Jr. is the next guy that does cameos? Like, not... It's like, what if it's, like, a video playing? Or, like, you see his face in something? Or,
I honestly doubt it.
Could you see them do it, though?
No.
No?
He was just Iron Man.
That's true. Yeah, that's
He
true.
wasn't Stan Lee. Stan Lee created all of this.
Stan Lee is there wouldn't be Iron Man without Stan Lee, so.
Exactly.
I mean, of course, I want to see more. I would love to see Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, I would love to. I know he said he's done with it.
Yeah, but I'm not saying I want him to come back to life, because I don't think they should do that. But
no,
you know, he had a beautiful death. Don't ruin it. He's not Luke Skywalker. Yeah. He's not gonna come back as a Force. Someone thought, what if he uploaded his consciousness to like one of his like robots?
He's the new
Jarvis or Friday.
Yes.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next vision is him.
Oh Lord.
That would not be good. That would be bad.
That would be terrible.
That would
That would be
shit
really
on
bad.
everything. Yeah, so I hope they don't do that. But the funeral.
What I would actually like, if we're going to do something tied with Iron Man,
Mhm.
have it be his daughter wanting to be.
Yeah, that would be dope. That'd be really dope.
I'd be down with that. A female Iron
Yeah.
Woman following Daddy's footsteps.
Yeah. His funeral was beautiful. They showed everybody that was affected by his life in all possible, even including the kid from Iron Man 3. He was there, which I didn't even know who that was at first. So
That's who that kid was. I was like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, that's what I was like until I saw a spoiler review and I was like, oh, it's a kid from Iron Man 3. All right, shit, he grew up. I was a little bit mad there was no funeral, at least a small funeral for Black Widow, unless maybe there was, but we just didn't see it.
Probably.
Because I know they mentioned
What I really would have liked is Stanley's cameo to be in the funeral.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Fuck the one of him driving by in the 70s.
Yeah, that was not
Fuck
a good.
that.
That was not a good cameo. That belonged in a
No.
bad movie.
Yeah.
So
It should have been at the funeral.
it's very sad that that's his last cameo.
Yeah.
It's very sad. You could digitally add him to something. This is
But do you want that? Like
that effect has gotten better. That effect's gotten a lot better.
But the thing with Stan was the fact that he did all of those cameos because he wanted to be part of his
True.
creations.
True.
Like
I'm sure he would have been all right with it, but I don't know. He definitely should have been in that funeral scene. That definitely would have been a very
He
nice
should have
cameo.
been.
Yeah. It was
even
good
if
to
they just didn't focus on him and just like had him be in the background.
you could still tell it's him, you know?
Yeah.
It was nice to see Nick Fury come back, even though he doesn't have a line of dialogue in this movie.
Like him, he could have just been on the porch too.
Yeah.
With him.
Yeah. Just hanging out with Nick Fury. Then what happens after that? Before the Captain America thing. Well, you had that audio, that video where, it's his...
Tony recorded himself.
And he says,
whatever.
I love you 3000. And
Yeah.
it was sweet.
I sobbed even more. I just could not stop crying the entire end of the movie. I was
Yeah.
hardcore crying.
Yep. I can't remember anything else. Oh, well, Hawkeye reunites with his family. That's sweet.
Yeah. What was Tony's like buddy's name?
Happy Hogan.
Happy, yes, Happy. Happy was on the porch with Tony's daughter and said he's gonna buy her all the hamburgers she wants.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was sweet. Because, Tony loved them hamburgers. And he did. That was like a big thing in the first Iron Man movie. Like the first thing he did when he got back to America was like, where's my cheeseburger? And someone gave him burger, and Happy gave him Burger King. So, which I'm like, poor choice. Buy yourself an actual good burger. Burger King sucks. I'm going to say it right now. Anyway, so...
We'll never be sponsored by Burger
We'll
King.
never be sponsored by Burger King. Wendy's. Get yourself Wendy's. Anyway, so...
Oh, shit.
Or Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
Or Five Guys, yeah.
I always love with good Five Guys in my mouth.
Love Five Guys in my mouth.
Right? But I think the only thing that's really worth talking about is the Captain America. Like, how his story ended. Now...
Yeah.
It's just like he was going to return to Stones, make sure no one finds him. And it was Sam, Bucky, and Banner. I think it was Sam that was like, how long is he going to be gone? And he's like, for him, as long as it takes. For us, 5 seconds. And I was like, oh, all right, that's interesting. Well, he's going to return to Stones, and then what? Is he just going to just say, hey, by the way, you're the next Captain... I had a feeling he was going to, like, quit being Captain America. But then when the 5 seconds passed, he wasn't there. I was like, oh, don't. Oh, no.
I knew he wasn't gonna come back. I knew he was gonna go get with his lady.
Yeah, I somehow forgot about that at that moment. And then when I saw Steve sitting on the bench, I had a really dumb thought in my head. Like,
Oh, no.
I had you're gonna... If you didn't think I was stupid already when I forget shit, you're gonna want to slap me. I'm gonna
Were you like, who the fuck is this?
No. I knew it was Steve. I thought he went back in time and prevented himself getting a super soldier serum. And I was like, why would he do that? Wait, he never regretted getting buff? Why would he... Is he skinny? Because he looked skinny as fuck.
Oh my God, Robert.
I swore to God, I thought it was like, no, that would be terrible. And then I saw he was old, and it was like, oh, he's old. He's a frail old man. Oh. Well, it's a lot better than what I thought he did. And then I was like, oh, he's old now. Well, shit, yeah, that's it. I forgot about that. This is Chris Evans' last movie. Oh, I just remembered something we forgot. That Thor tells Valkyrie that she's a new leader of Asgard, and he goes with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I mean,
that's
whatever.
It. That's it. That basically saying that
it's not.
We'll get more Thor. He'll probably be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and I do know that
I'm not really looking forward to it. Why?
I'm curious what they're gonna do with the whole Gamora thing.
Yeah,
I'm curious about that.
Is she still around? Because they never showed her after everyone got
She wasn't
snapped
there
away.
in the ship, no. Well, because
so I don't.
During the fight scene when Star-Lord saw her, he didn't realize that's 2014 Gamora, which of course,
Yeah.
of course, he wouldn't think that. He's like, wait.
But I don't remember her being around after the snap at all.
Well, and by after the snap, you mean after Tony's snap?
Yes.
No, she wasn't there.
Exactly.
So
she's probably not there, right?
I guess not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, by the way, Nebula's there. She killed the evil version of her, so Nebula's fine. Yay. So I'm curious what they're gonna do with Gamora, but as long as Thor is in it, I love this version of Thor. Chris Hemsworth is fucking hilarious. Let's say
He's beautiful.
Chris Hemsworth is so fucking funny. He deserves more credit than he does. He needs more credit in his life. I don't think he gets enough credit than he deserves. He is fantastic. And I'm so happy he's Hulk Hogan because that's going to be weird. He's going to play Hulk Hogan in the biopic, and I'm like, oh, man. I can't wait. He's so funny, and he's perfect for the role. So, okay, all right, so that happens. That's Thor's conclusion for this story. So you go back to Captain America. I love the question Sam asked. He's like, did something go horribly right or horribly wrong? And he's just like, well, I returned to Stones, and I decided to stick around for a while and find the happiness everyone was talking about. How was it? It was beautiful. And I was like, oh. I actually, teared up more, just slightly more than Iron Man's finished story, because I cared, because Captain America this is my favorite version of Captain America. Never cared for Captain America.
This is the first time I've liked Captain America.
Yeah, really? Really?
I liked his first movie, and that was it. I did not like Winter Soldier.
Really?
That's a whole other... Yeah, I hated it.
Wow.
It was hard for me to sit through.
Well, what about Civil War?
It was okay.
At least Spider-Man was in it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Iron Man was in it.
Everyone was in
Spider-Man.
I thought that
everyone else was in it.
I was like, why can't they just call this Avengers Civil War?
I definitely don't think of it as a Captain America movie. I think of it as an Avengers movie.
Yeah. I say it as both. Like, I know it's a Captain America, but I was like, really should have just called this Avengers 3 Civil War. Really should have done that. Yeah. But I knew Avengers 3 was something bigger. But, anyway, so I love this version of Captain America. Like, I don't give a fuck about Captain America in the comics. I don't. He's not my favorite. But this version is like, oh, this is perfect. This is a great version. He's likable. He's charming. You know, he's everything that Superman should have been in the DC reboots. Instead of Superman went all dark and grim and just brooding. This is a better Superman than Superman. So I thought this was a very fitting ending. He finally went back.
Well,
first he gives the shield to Sam. So Sam's the new Captain
America.
Which
is the moment we all needed.
Yeah. I'm glad
we needed this more than a Black Panther movie.
Yeah. Well, Black Panther, I get why he has this movie, but...
I get it, but,
I'm just not a fan of Black Panther.
Better, I feel like.
I'm just not a fan of Black Panther. I think Falcon's a better character than Black Panther. Falcon's cool. Falcon's funny.
Falcon's gonna be fucking Captain America now.
That's dope.
We have a Black Captain America. That's amazing.
Yeah. This is it. People thought, someone said, oh, they're just pandering to the SJW. No. Pandering would be if they made Steve Rogers black. They did it.
Yes.
It's just... He's passing the torch. That's totally fine with me. And it
was beautiful.
It makes sense that he's the new Captain America, because if you gave it to Bucky, all it takes is a few words.
If he gave it to Bucky, the world would be lit on fire right now.
All you have to do is say a few words, and he's back to being a terrorist. So
exactly.
And then you see him going back in time, and he's like dancing with Peggy. And that's it. That's how the movie ends. There's no after credits scene. So, that is our very nerdy, geeky, excited spoiler review of Captain America.
Of Captain America, no.
Of Captain
R.I.P.
America
Iron
Endgame.
Man. I love you 3000.
Rest in peace, Black Widow. I'm excited for your movie. I'm not sure what they're gonna do, but
She's writing it.
I do. She's also producing it, I think.
She's producing, I think, and maybe producing, writing, and starring in it.
So that's dope.
So 10 out of 10. Let's go, ScarJo.
Is she the first?
Because
Did they say she was the first female to produce
and
write,
star?
and star? That's dope. And Scarlett Johansson's fucking talented as shit, so it's gonna be badass somehow.
Yeah, and you know that she's gonna do right by Black Widow. You know it.
Well, she's never let me down before.
Exactly.
So, like, I wasn't a big fan of Iron Man 2, but she was amazing in that.
Iron Man 2 was great. Everyone who hates it can go wait.
It's better than Iron Man 3. It's better than...
Iron Man 3 was great, too. All of the Iron Man movies are great.
How dare you have an opinion? It was better than Thor: The Dark Thor.
I liked
Dark World?
Was it Dark World?
Really? You liked that? I didn't hate it.
Yeah, because that's how I picture Thor. I picture him as a dark movie-esque guy. I really fucking hate Ragnarok because it's too much the other way.
I love Ragnarok because I like how they made Thor stupid.
Knock knock. Who's there? Thor Ragnarok. It's just the butt of the joke. Because it's a butt.
Ba-ba-bum-ba-bum-bum.
Boop.
So, that is it. What would you rate Endgame?
20 out of 10.
You stole my joke. I was gonna say I rate it 8, and I will want you to go out of, and I will go 5. So, that is our spoiler review of Avengers Endgame. What did you think of the movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Do you agree?
Did you cry?
Did you cry? Do you agree with Lurk that Iron Man 2 and 3 are good and I should shut the fuck up? What is your favorite Thor Ragnarok? My favorite Thor Ragnarok is Thor Ragnarok.
And I'm gonna throw a rock at you.
You're gonna Thor a rock at me?
Oh. Let me go get my hammer.
Oh! I don't know.
Oh.
We're being very strange right now.
Oh my god.
I don't want to. I want to end on a higher note.
Spider-Man, I'm not feeling so good.
You won't be feeling good after I snap. No, okay, I'm done.
Okay.
We're gonna snap out of here.
Well. How come we're not very good at ending podcasts?
Normally we are, but
I don't know. The last few times we've had to struggle.
well, because we just lost a friend. We lost Iron Man. And we're dealing with a lot. There's a lot of minds right now. But
it honestly is a lot. It still, makes me really sad and depressed every day.
Yep.
Waking up knowing Iron Man's dead.
Iron Man's deader than my soul. So, hope you guys somehow enjoyed this episode of Let's Get Things Straight. Like we said, tell us what you think about Endgame and did you cry and everything like that. We will see you guys in the next episode of Let's Get Things Straight. Remember to fuck bitches and level up. I remembered to say it this time.
Good job.
Thanks, Mom. I am Robert.
And I am Lurk.
We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.